So, I've come here. I'm Michael Jack Pazdon from Soul Bar in Calistoga. Excuse me while I keep doing this. But I got some stuff to bring up. I'm going to make a cocktail.
All right.
And that cocktail is called the King's Wassail. Now, I don't know if any of you are familiar, many probably are, with the tradition of the wassail in England. The wassail, now wassail as a word originates in Norse and then goes through Old English as a salutation of good health, basically. And through time, it has gone from just being that to something that people would do as a tradition to guarantee not just good health to the community, but good health to, say, apple trees or to the harvest. Excuse me, sorry. People would make these awesome punches, pre-punch punches out of mulled wine and cider, and take them into the apple orchards and, soak bread, drink a lot of it and hang soaked bread into the trees up there to guarantee a good harvest. For the next year. People would, eventually it became more of just a social thing where people would go around and, go from house to house and toast to good health and bring this punch bowl full of, mulled wine or cider or ale, often with bread floating in it, pieces of toast in it that actually, that's where our word for toast comes from, is the tradition of the wassail there. We've all heard the song, that sort of thing, but it's a long history of a holiday style of a drink. But the real thing about this drink that I'm about to make is more of a joke. It's more of, it goes with, a king walks into a bar around Christmas time. Right? And the king has been out carousing in his horseless carriage, and he comes into a bar, and the people are out in the street. They're going from house to house, getting drunk with their punch, and all that sort of thing, and they're having a great time. But the king lives kind of a sheltered life. He can't go and do that. So he says to the bartender, and this is a very exclusive club. He says to the bartender, make me something like what they're having. And the bartender says, like the wassail? He's like, yeah, but make it more spiritus, a gentleman's drink, a sporting man's drink. So the bartender says, fine, I will do that. And the king pulls out a flask of the king's ginger right here. Delicious ginger liqueur. I guess that's a display copy. And he says, pour some of this into it. So the bartender says, fine. And the bartender, as most good bartenders are, it's a bit of a drinks history buff. So the bartender is, he knows about the wassail. So he selects some items that, is my time starting, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, my time's starting. The bartender selects some things like some Calvados for the tradition of the apple there, and some of the king's ginger as well. He wants to give it a little bit of balance, so he goes for some fresh squeezed lemon juice. He wants to give it some texture, so he reaches for some farm fresh eggs as well. And he wants to give it a little bit of, that mulling tradition, so he reaches for some aromatized wine or vermouth. As was traditional back in the early 1900s, just for the hell of it, he's going to give it a little dash of maraschino liqueur, this lovely product here by Luxardo. For color and piquancy, a little bit of house-made grenadine from real pomegranates, and then some spices of the season. This is a tincture here with some nutmeg, cinnamon, black pepper, a little bit of more ginger, cinnamon. Gonna emulsify that a little bit. Find his ice. here. Add said ice. And he realizes that somebody has stolen his strainer. His strainer is gone, so he's going to try to improvise. Okay. Double straining.
Not upside down.
There is his strainer.
There is his strainer. Now, just for some more aromatics, he's going to add a little bit of grated nutmeg. Now, one tradition that's really weird but sexy is a lot of wenches used to hang rosemary from the punch bowls. So some rosemary flowers. It's Northern California, people. Let's get it. Some dehydrated apple chips. And then a little bit more of that spice tincture. And don't forget about that best part about the toast. Well, you're not going to put fucking bread, in the king's drink. So instead, he reaches for a bottle of Old Hollands or Genever. In this case, Anchor Genevieve, for that nice malty, beautiful aromatic flavor. He's just going to give a little spritz of that over the top of the drink.
Very well done.